Hi, I'm Pat Sajak.
It's funny. Even after everything she did, I almost feel sorry for her. Don't you?
She wouldn't want anybody feeling sorry for her. All by herself, that little blonde almost took down the government of the United States. Yeah. Ow. Hey. Souvenir.
Hold it, buddy. Come here. You earned this.
Maybe I did.
Hi, I'm Gary Stoltz. This is a commercial for Surf. And this is my family. That's Dad, our hero.
This way.
He knows these hills like the back of his hand. There's Dad, working up a sweat.
I like your color better.
Come on, you guys, group photo, everyone.
What's the smell?
Only Surf can save Dad's shirt. Here we go. Surf to the rescue. Dad's shirt looks clean and smells clean enough for Whitney.
Gary!
There you have it. Surf removes dirt and odors.
What's with the coat and gloves?
If Shed spread country crock and dress for winter, so can I.
Oh, the winter collector pack.
Same rich buttery taste, though.
Plus fewer calories in margarine and no cholesterol.
Yeah, we're a lot alike.
You and country crock?
Uh-huh. Great looks, great taste.
It hurts. Sinus pressure and headache. It really, really hurts. A painkiller alone can't stop it. A nasal decongestant alone can't stop it. Sinutab can stop it. Sinutab combines the painkiller in Tylenol with the decongestant in Sudafed to give you more than either one alone. Sinutab is the #1 sinus medicine for a good reason. It stops the pain. It stops the pain. Sinutab stops the pain.
I love you.
Champagne is now being served on the after deck.
By the way, when will your inheritance come through?
Lobster is now being served on the promenade deck.
I love your villa at Monte Carlo.
Colombian Coffee is now being served in the starboard side lounge. No wonder so many people's preferences lean toward 100% Colombian coffee. It's the richest coffee in the world. Handpicked by Juan Valdez.
Hey, nice mittens.
It's to go with Country Croc's winter collector pack.
Rich buttery taste, fewer calories.
See, now you can have it with snow on a sleigh.
And mittens to boot.
No boots, just mittens.
Oh.
Save on Shed Spread Country Crock Winter Collector Pack. Look for coupons in your weekend paper.
They planned the most daring breakout in history. Everybody out! But the Germans had plans of their own.
Doing a bit of gardening, Gov.
There is a tunnel. Find it. Now there is but one choice.
I say we go.
We go.
In one night,
Go.
76 men found freedom, then 50 were recaptured.
You have all been condemned to death.
Find them, Johnny.
I will.
Now, after the war,
Who carried out these executions?
3 men are back with a vengeance. Based on astonishing true events.
Those men were being driven to a shop and to be murdered and burned.
Christopher Reeve, Judd Hirsch, Tony Dennison, Donald Pleasance, Michael Nader, Ian McShane, and Charles Haig in the blockbuster miniseries that reveals everything.
Leaving without saying goodbye?
Sunday, The Great Escape 2, The Untold Story.
Tomorrow night, the man who shot Nick wants to get together and talk about it with Nick's ex-wife. Tattingers serves up excitement. And Thursday night, Cifuentes represents a family terrorized by gunmen. Roxanne makes a bold marital announcement. And Grace prosecutes a kissing bandit. Don't miss the exciting season premiere of L.A. Law, Thursday night on NBC.
Your vote will do more than decide the next president, senator, or governor.
It will determine how our nation faces critical issues.
That's why on election night, NBC News will not only tell you who the winners are, but also how their election will affect each and every one of us.
So, on Election Day, be sure to vote and watch your vote count on NBC News.
I've been using Combat for the last 4 months in my home, and today I just discovered that Raid kills bugs that I didn't even know I had.
Fact. Raid Fumigator kills roaches Combat discs leave behind.
Combat can't find the roaches, but the Fumigator can.
Fact. Raid Fumigator penetrates where Combat can't.
I was very surprised to find that many dead roaches.
Fact. Raid kills more roaches in 3 hours than Combat does in 3 weeks. The facts prove Raid Fumigator outkills Combat.
If anybody's going to use anything, they should use Raid Fumigator.
Who will really deliver for New Jersey? Frank Lautenberg already has. He wrote the law to raise the drinking age, to ban smoking on airlines, to outlaw ocean dumping, to stop foreigners from stealing American inventions, to prevent loans to terrorist countries, to keep the Superfund law, to save Amtrak, to put computers in the classroom. The bottom line, Lautenberg's kept his promise. So before somebody tells you what they're going to do for New Jersey, ask them what they've done. Frank Lautenberg, New Jersey first.
Undercover, where crack is king, starting Thursday at 6 and 11.
Next Tuesday, in thousands of different polling places, from the warmth of Hawaii and California to the early winter of northern Maine, you will cast a ballot. And in the sum total of all of your individual choices, counted one by one, you, the American people, will not only be deciding an election, you will be writing the history of the next decade and the next generation. It's been a long campaign, and we haven't had nearly enough discussion of the challenges that face our nation, and our opponents prefer it that way. They're running for the highest office in the land by waging the lowest level campaign in modern history. They're engaged in a scorched earth policy against the truth, on concerns ranging from crime to the environment to national defense. Their negative strategy has one driving purpose. They don't want you to decide on the real issues, because they know that if you do, they will lose. Mr. Bush and Mr. Quayle know whose side they're on, and it's not yours. What is their only new idea? A $40 billion capital gains tax giveaway for the very rich. If you make $200,000 a year, you get $30,000 from Mr. Bush. If you make $40,000 or less, you don't get a dime. And what is our opponent's vision of our economic future? They have none. They tell us that what we have now is good enough. I have a very different vision of what America stands for. I'm fighting for fundamental values. The values that made the Democratic Party the party of the people. The values that make America a kinder, gentler nation. I'm fighting for the values of Franklin Roosevelt, who fought for dignity for working people and security for our senior citizens. I'm fighting for the values of Harry Truman, who 40 years ago began the fight for basic health insurance for every American. I'm fighting for the values of Jack Kennedy. He didn't say, don't worry, be happy. He said, ask what you can do for your country. And I'm fighting for the values of Lyndon Johnson, who looked at poverty and injustice and discrimination and said, we shall overcome. If Lloyd Bentsen and I win this election, America will be a better country. We will be first in educating the next generation. And never again will an administration try to slash college loans for the daughters and sons of working families. We'll be first in combating drugs, not consuming them. And never again will an administration try to cut funds for drug enforcement and cut deals with drug-running dictators. You know, about the only thing that is cheaper in America today than it was in 1981 is cocaine. And that is the true measure of this administration's lost war against drugs. We'll be first in exporting our products and not our jobs. We'll insist that those who sell to us open their markets to our products. And we'll sell cars and computers to the world, not arms to the Ayatollah. And if Lloyd Bentsen and I win this election, America will be first in the industrial world in health care, not infant mortality. And when a family hears a sick child cry in the night, never again should they have to worry as much about the size of the bill as they do about the seriousness of the disease. When have you ever heard our opponents talk seriously about any of this? Do you seriously think that America will change and move ahead under a President Bush and a Vice President Quayle? This election has always been an uphill fight. But about some things, I'm as stubborn as my critics say. And I'm determined that in the intense days of this last week, we will continue to see the truth and to speak it, that we will stand up for the people who build this country because it belongs to you. In recent days, our campaign has been on the move. Thousands of Americans are joining our effort daily. And if you want a president and a vice president who are on your side, then Lloyd Bentsen and I ask you tonight to work with us to build the best America. Next Tuesday, your one vote will be more powerful than all the pollsters and political commercials. Our future is on the line, and the outcome is in your hands. Thank you for listening, and good night.
Remember to vote and watch your vote count on NBC News.
Coming up next on News 4 New York, the state of New York cracks down on prescription pill mills following a News 4 exclusive report. Another chilling day of testimony in the Joel Steinberg trial as jurors see pictures of a little battered Lisa just hours before she died.
Secrete Gable is tossed out of court in the Beth Mess trial. An exclusive report on charges of police brutality and sexual abuse against a woman from Queens and two of her friends. And lawyers for Imelda Marcos say they have struck a deal with the feds. News 4 is next.
Gangs of teenagers have taken over some of New York's housing projects.